What's going on, guys? What's going on? Jay the Black. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. I know there's a lot going on out there, but I appreciate y'all tuning into these videos because, hey, we can still talk about other things going on that can entertain you. Now, I want to talk about, and I'm about less than a week late on this, but I wanted to really look at this and sort of like the fallout of this particular female and her seeking of attention that backfired. And the only people who seemingly is invested in what she's saying is the Caucasian guys who are calling her a mud shark. Now, this female here, her name is Leila Thompson Wayner. Now, I don't know if it's hyphenated because she got married or is maybe a family name. Maybe that's just her family name growing up. Well, she was engaged to an NFL player by the name of Tez Johnson. Now, Tez Johnson just recently completed his rookie season with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's a 7th round draft pick out of Oregon. And I believe these two might have been dating when they were back in college, right? Well, she decided to take to social media and tell everybody stuff that we really didn't need to know. That Tez Johnson had proposed to marry her. And then after that, he tried to link up with an ex. And you know how she found that out? She went through his phone. Now, it's funny how men get shamed for going through a woman's phone, right? There was a heifer who said, you know, one of these industry heifers, you know, I think the chick was on Baddies. She messes around with Blueface now. I believe she said that men who go through women's phones are gay. That's what she said. And so what do you call women who go through a man's phone, especially after a marriage proposal? And the reason why I think she did that is maybe she got cold feet about the marriage and she wanted to find proof he was cheating so they didn't have to go through with it. But at the end of the day, she loses in this because after this, no one's going to care about her. She's going to fade into irrelevancy. He's going to go on, and it looks like, you know, he has potential to get a lot of playing time with Tampa Bay. They're looking at him as to be a future contributor for Tampa Bay. And he's going to go on to deal with other women, which is probably why she posted this video. Let's see if we get to it. This video here. So let's take a look at what she had to say and why she's so upset when she could have kept this news to herself.
A year ago today, I got engaged and later found out he cheated on me the same day he proposed. So I thought we would reflect on February 21st together, on how crazy that is.
And again, we did not have to know this because she is getting cooked by the Caucasian guys, the groypers. She's getting cooked by these people and they're calling her a mud shark and telling her she didn't have to be a mud shark. This whole thing backfired. You know why? You know how you know somebody didn't get any attention or not the attention that they thought they were going to get is she didn't shut her comments off. Usually that's a sign of overwhelming interest in what in you. They'd be flooding your comment section. I don't see that. I think people saw this on Twitter like I did and they moved on. I'm just less than a week behind, but I'm catching up on content. And I just thought it's hilarious how just to see somebody who thought that they were really eating get on here and post this video thinking that she's going to embarrass him. But all I see is people giving him props.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's really not funny. It was really traumatizing. Like this morning, I woke up not sad because of him. There's no reason I would ever want to be with someone like that.
No.
But more so just like weighing on me the grief of when I believed people were inherently good. I went through 23 years of life believing in the good of people always as the default. And I feel like in the last year, one of my biggest takeaways has been there are some evil people out there. There are fake people, there are liars. And I just hadn't run into that.
So wait a minute. Okay. So she's saying that because he was attempting to cheat, he's an evil person? Not that he did anything evil. Not saying that cheating is good. Let me just say that. Let me clarify. I don't think cheating is good, especially when you're trying to marry somebody. But she's making it seem like This guy was out here committing crimes. No, Leila, people who commit crimes are evil people. People who cheat are dumb and they make dumb choices because they could have just stayed single. See, instead of him wifing you up, he could have just stayed single. He actually wasted his own time. This is why I don't get why these young athletes married young. What are you doing? When you probably didn't even come from a 2-parent home. But he was going to get you that bag. Now, again, we're probably going to find out who ended the relationship. But let's finish. Make sure, again, y'all like this video, hype it up.
And that's a privilege. I hadn't run into that for 23 years. So anyway, let's just ramble. Let's just get into it. So a year ago today, we were living in Orange County in this cute little apartment. He was training there. And I just remember waking up and feeling those excited jitters. I was 90% sure that he was gonna propose this day. There were so many hints swirling around. And I just remember feeling like a little girl. Growing up as a girl, I feel... maybe this is a part of the patriarchy. I don't know. I always just pictured.
You see that the patriarchy. You see that mindset, the mindset, her mindset, right? She's one of those white girls that rebelled against her parents by the type of guys she dated. That's what this gives off, right? She probably comes from a conservative family. You know what I'm saying? She's dating this black, player who could possibly get to the NFL or athlete,
Beautiful setting, music, flowers, and I don't know, you think about this moment, it's a big first, it's a big step in life, it's a milestone. So I just remember feeling that giddy, oh my gosh, is my life gonna take this next step in this direction? I love this guy, I'm so excited about this. I don't know, I just remember feeling like, wow, this is gonna be a really big day. Woke up together, spent the morning together. We ended up going to this reptile zoo, which is right up my alley. He had flown out his hairstylist and her son, so we went the 4 of us, and it was so much fun. Came back to our apartment and started getting ready. I'm getting a little bit more nervous. I'm like, is this really happening? Putting on this white dress that the photographer had picked out for me. That's what I thought was happening. We arrived to this beautiful venue in the hills, and I remember walking down this driveway and I hear music and I see this gorgeous floral setup right out of my dreams that I had as a child. He gets down on one knee, he puts the ring on my finger. I just remember saying, oh, my cheeks hurt so much from smiling. I was so happy. I remember just looking back and being like, this is gonna be one of the happiest days of my life. And we ended up going to the beach after, did a little beach photo shoot. The pictures were gorgeous, and ended up going to our engagement dinner, got a little sushi, and headed back to our apartment. Now, knowing what I know now, this was his timeline for the day. So he woke up and he texted his ex-girlfriend and texted her back.
Y'all can't see it. Y'all see the first 2 messages, right? Y'all see the first 2 messages. But at the bottom of it, it says, need your throat. Yo, listen, this did not have the effect that she thought it would. People don't care. People are actually they're patting them on the back. Like, oh God, man.
Gross, so I wouldn't say those words. Then proceeded to go through the same day I did, and he gets down on one knee, he proposes, we commit to each other for the rest of our lives, marriage, crazy concept. We go to our engagement dinner, I just said all these things. Then we get home from our engagement dinner, and then he texts her this. And for some reason, you cheat before and after you propose, the morning of and the night. That's just something I will never understand.
How did she get those text messages? This is the thing that really annoys me. How did you get those text messages? This was supposed to be the happiest day of your life, right? You said that you were nervous about it, you were anxious or whatnot, but you still go through his phone. Why? Is it because you had second thoughts about this whole thing and you wanted to find proof that he cheated on you so this could be ended? That's what this looks like to me. This is why you do not, under any circumstances, get engaged in your early 20s. especially if you're a young black athlete, you got to be careful. You never know if that girl is truly there for you or there for what you have, is there for the ride. Does she really want to commit? It seems to me she really didn't want to commit. She's saying that she does, but your actions say differently, because as soon as he proposes, you go through his phone.
I've given up on trying to understand how someone can be that evil. I think you just have to be a sociopath, and that's just it at the end of the day. But in that video I posted back in May, one of the last things I said was, if I can make one woman feel seen, heard, or understood, or aid in a journey of healing, then I've accomplished what I set out to do. I got such an overwhelmingly positive response on that video, and I had so many women reaching out to me for doing exactly that, and that's really special to me. That's why when people are like, stop talking about this, get over it, I'm like, now that I do have a platform and I have women that look.
No, you're not doing this for other women. You're doing this to sabotage him because you're still in love with him, but you realize that you're just not the only woman for him. That's what this is. But what you have to understand, and what a lot of women have to understand, no matter how much you try to sabotage your ex, he's going to move on. He didn't commit a crime. Okay. He didn't break any type of rules, league rules. So nothing you're saying is going to hurt him at all. If anything, people are patting him on the back. A lot of dudes are. And you're being called in your own comment section, because I saw it. I think in one of her pinned comments on her Instagram. They go, is it Leila Thompson in there, right? They're calling you a mud shark. But I guess it was all worth it because, like she said, she has a platform that she could try to attack him on, because that's what this is. If Tez Johnson was on social media bashing her, he would get criticized heavily. Why are you attacking her? Leave that woman alone. But women are allowed to get online and harass a man that they're not even with anymore. You're not with him anymore. You're not together. You do need to move on. Because what if he was petty and went public and said, you know what, you was cheating on me? Because we all know a lot of you chicks who date athletes are not faithful to those guys. We know this. We know that y'all are out here dealing with different dudes. We know this. Y'all can't fool us. Y'all can't fool us. Especially college girls. Like, come on, man. Why did you go through his phone? That's what I wanted her to explain. Is it because you were having second thoughts? Or you were doing the same thing he was doing, but you needed confirmation before going through with this, that, you know, he's actually on the up and up and you're the only one that's really out here. Again, this is my opinion. I have no proof or information that she has done anything. This is my opinion. But I really find it distasteful how these women will go public and say these things for validation from other women. I thought y'all don't do things for validation of others. You do. You were in a relationship with him. It didn't work out. You have to move on. You're acting like you were with a guy who works a 9-to-5 job. This guy is now a professional football player. Now, the only mistake Tez Johnson made was trying to get married to you. Married. That's the mistake that Tez Johnson made. Tez Johnson should have never tried to get married to you, because he's too young. And he's still going to want other women. That's why I don't understand this. These dudes get with these white girls and want to wife them up immediately. Why? Now, again, I understand, because these white girls are doing everything for them that other girls haven't. And they're like, oh, she's wifey. No, she's doing those things because you're going to the NFL. That's why. But if I look at this big picture, the only person that has lost here is Leila. She's the only one that lost here, because she's still talking about him and he's moved on. He's an NFL player. He's going to date other women. He could possibly end up marrying another woman. And that's his way of defeating her whole argument, is if he marries another woman, makes another woman his wife, gives her the lifestyle that she now doesn't have from him. Now, doesn't mean that she can't get it elsewhere. But it's very comical how women always bring their business to the internet, but then tell people to stay out of their business. You bring your business to the internet. You put these text messages out. I don't know how she got these text messages. Maybe the ex sent her these, which is what maybe the ex sent her these. Which is what it's looking like. Maybe the ex sent it to her. Because the ex don't like you anyway. But this is why Tez Johnson should have never gotten engaged. Because once you get engaged, your exes are going to try to sabotage you. And maybe she's the one that sent the text messages. Maybe Leila did not go through Tez Johnson's phone. Maybe I'm wrong on that. And if I'm wrong about her going through his text messages, then that's on me. But I just find it weird how you get proposed to and then you get a hold of these text messages, and I guess the relationship ended. He should have never gotten engaged to her to begin with. This shouldn't have been an engagement. So let me know in the comment section below. Me thoughts, like the video, share it, follow me on all my social media platforms, and I will see y'all next one.